5 marmots born in captivity at the Calgary Zoo were released into the wild for the first time today on Mount Washington. There are only about 300 marmots on the island, and it's hoped the release can bolster their numbers after a rough winter. CTV's Jessica Lepp reports.
Inside these covered cages is a rodent that not long ago was on the brink of extinction on Vancouver Island. Today, 5 marmots are carried up the slopes on Mount Washington, where they are released into the wild, all part of the Marmot Recovery Foundation's release program.
It's incredible. It really is. And it's incredible to think how far the recovery program has come. If you think about back to 2003, when we started releasing marmots, there were 30 Vancouver Island marmots left in the wild.
Including these guys. It's estimated there are now between 200 and 300 wild marmots found in Strathcona Park, Mount Washington, and around Nanaimo.
These Vancouver Island marmots are endemic to Vancouver Island, so we think it's a very unique species, both to the country and the province. We've gone to great lengths over the years to try to maintain all sorts of species on the landscape, and Vancouver Island marmots should be afforded that opportunity to persist as well.
To date, 490 marmots have been released on the island. The program is dependent on joint funding between the province and forest companies. It also depends on how many marmots can be produced in captivity.
Marmots aren't rapid reproducers. They are a rodent, and so some people think of rats or squirrels that produce huge numbers of babies every year, but marmots aren't like that. They only produce 2 to 4 young a year, every other year, typically.
So while hiking these critically endangered critters into the alpine is a step in the right direction for this species, just last week it was confirmed there were 36 mortalities in Strathcona Park, largely due to predation.
What we've seen is that the marmots actually tend to do really well on Mount Washington. We think because there's so many people around that maybe that helps keep predators out of the area, and that's maybe one of the secrets to their success.
It's hoped these yearlings will persist, eventually having pups and helping to contribute to their own species recovery. Jessica Lepp, CTV News, Mount Washington.